So it is very, very late. It is 11:22. Just finished watching Paint the Night. That show is amazing. I wish they could bring a version of that to Disney World. It is the perfect, as they say, spiritual sequel to Main Street Electrical Parade. And it could just be the fact that I absolutely love When Can We Do This Again, which is the new song. So that probably helps. At least I was told it was the new song. Maybe it's the old song. I don't know. But absolutely, absolutely love that. As you'll notice, it's just me. Roxy was a little exhausted, not feeling the best. So before Paint the Night, I got her back to the hotel, letting her sleep some. So, I mean, realistically, I'm about to hit 45,000 steps for the day, and only about 4,000 of those are without her. So it's one of those things where realistically it's, you know, we've been getting 3 to 4 hours of sleep, going to bed at midnight, 1 a.m., going back, waking up, getting up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, being back in the parks at 7. So it's a lot. But since I still got a little bit of time here, I've got about 35 minutes or so before Disneyland proper closes. I figured, what the heck, I'm gonna come over and spend a little bit of time here because she's already asleep. So all I'd be doing is going back to the room and sleeping. And I don't know, just not that I don't want to go back and sleep. I really want to go back and sleep. My feet literally feel like they're going to fall off. My toes feel like they're just going to fall off of my feet. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of work to be done and only one more day to do it. Plan right now I'm headed towards the Matterhorn because I haven't filmed the Matterhorn yet. And I am absolutely in love with Harold, the Yeti. So I figured, you know, why don't I do this? Roxy will probably be mad at me when either I tell her in the morning or she edits this video and goes, "You went on the Matterhorn without me." And I go, yep, I did. So if I can cut through here. So, but yeah, I figure I can save a little bit of time tomorrow by not having to just. Plus, I kind of want to ride it in the dark, which I know Roxy wanted to do, so I feel bad doing it. But in the same boat, we might not get a chance to do it tomorrow night. We still need to catch Together Forever, which is the new Pixar fireworks show. So there's a legitimate chance that we don't get on it tomorrow night. Although I'm sure we will be here until they kick us out because realistically, you know, it's our last night, so it's kind of our MO. As you can hear from the screams in the background, I'm approaching the Matterhorn, so hopefully I can get on real quick, get some good footage, and maybe ride 1 or 2 more things, and then hopefully get on the monorail before it closes, because that would save me about a mile of walking. So that would be very, very helpful to my feet. So, all right, Matterhorn, here we come. Well, that didn't go as planned. So, being a single rider, they literally like stopped a train as it was going up and threw me in the last spot because it was empty. So I was like, oh, okay. Then the seat was stuck, the seat belt. So they're like fixing it. So the guy's literally like reaching over me, grabbing it, pulling it back, throwing it in. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is going on? I'm like, this is so weird. So I literally am like freaking out. Almost forgot to turn my camera on, so I didn't turn it on until last second. I get like up, I get the first shot of him coming through the ice, and I'm like, okay, cool. And I forget how bumpy that ride is. It's crazy. Like, oh, my leg is killing me right now because my leg got jammed in the hurry, and I couldn't get it like unstuck while I was doing this. So I was like, all right, well, this is bad. My entire leg and hip hurt right now, really, really bad. So I was like, all right, cool. And but so I no sooner get past that, we hit the first turn, and my camera shuts. So I lose power. I'm like, oh no. So I quick flip it back open. Somehow it turns on like really fast, which it normally doesn't do. I get it turned on, I hit record, I hit a bump, my finger slips, hits the record button and stops. So I immediately hit record again. So I have like a not even 2 second clip of who knows what. So I'm not sure if I got the first herald or not. I'll have to go back and watch it and see what I've actually got. And then of course the second herald I think was so fast that it was just a blur. So I'm not sure at all what I got, but it's probably not great. So, but that'll probably be my last time on the Matterhorn, unless Roxy really wants to do it again, because I'm just, it's a tough ride. I'm not gonna pretend I'm old, but I'm not gonna pretend I'm young. So that ride does take a little bit out of me at this point. I've got a kid like watching me doing this. He's just walking in front of me, and he just keeps turning back and looking at me. It's weird. So we'll see how I feel in the morning, but right now my leg is killing me. It's starting to feel a little bit better as I'm walking it off. So I don't know what else I'm gonna do. Everything is basically a walk-on at this point. Everything I looked was under 20 minutes, so I could definitely still get something else in. I'm just kind of walking though. I'm exhausted. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I'm gonna regret this in the morning. Luckily, I think the parks are all closed later, so I get to sleep in a little bit tomorrow, I think, and I'll have to double check that, but it's definitely gonna be a welcome relief if I'm correct and the first park opens at 9 tomorrow, which is what I think it said. And if that's the case, oh, that'd be nice. So, realistically, the more I'm thinking about it, I just realized that last monorail leaves in like 15 minutes. So maybe I'm better off just heading back and saving myself some walking. That might be my best bet. This is how exhausted I am. Not even talking at this point because I'm so exhausted. Which for anyone who knows me is saying something, because unless I'm speechless from shock of something, I can ramble about pretty much anything. So a lot to do tomorrow. Gotta finish DCA, penny press, quarter press, dime, nickel press. We gotta try finishing getting the last 5 signatures on the Disney Originals frame. So we've got Mickey, Pluto, Daisy, so we need Donald, Goofy, Minnie, Chip, Dale. And then trying to finish just getting some signatures on the other frame so it's kind of full. So those will both be big. I gotta get pictures at a Bugs Land. Oops, I'm out of focus there. Bugs Land, so that, because that'll all be gone. Trying to do some other stuff, but realistically, and then we gotta buy all our souvenirs that, you know, we can pack them, because I don't really want to try packing stuff like when we're getting on the bus to the airport and stuff. So, a lot to do tomorrow. lot to do. Yeah. I'm just thinking about what I can do and what I can't do, and I'm just thinking about the stuff that I can do, probably not stuff I want to do without rocks. So, which means filming more stuff tomorrow, which we don't necessarily have the time for, but we find the time because that's why we do this, is the love of Disney. And even though, you know, this maybe wasn't as magical as we had thought it was going to be, it might have been as perfect as we thought it'd be. If nothing else, it really does make us appreciate Walt Disney World more, because I really do appreciate all the things that Walt and the Imagineers were able to do, realizing that you didn't have the space in the first park and everything you could do with the gift of space. And yeah, it really makes you appreciate it. And there's a lot of great things. I'm not ripping on Disneyland at all. I don't want somebody to think like, oh, he hates Disney. I don't. But like, there's so many things here where I'm just like, I don't understand why you guys do this. Like, this makes no sense to me. And, you know, stuff where I'm like, this, you know, the big, and I mean, a lot of it too is like, there's no space. You can't do anything if there's no space, you know? So that's just what it is. So, tempted to get a popcorn bucket for the ride home. I think I'm gonna do that. So, but we'll talk about all of that more in detail when we get to the. Out of focus again. Can't find it. But we'll talk more about all of that when we do the side-by-side comparison video and everything. So we'll figure it out. But I've got thoughts. Roxy has thoughts. We've talked about them. But I think I'm gonna get a popcorn bucket, head and run for the monorail, get on that last monorail so that I can cut about a mile of walking. So I'll see you on the monorail. So I just wanted to take a minute. I just got off the monorail. I am absolutely in love with this Rainforest Cafe, and I just wanted to take a minute to just give it the once over and just show you guys how beautiful it is. It's a shame that they're tearing this down, you know, because it's just like, look at this tower and everything. It just, I've seen a lot of Rainforest Cafes in my day, but this one, boy, this is just a thing of beauty. If I had more time, I'd go explore a little. They are closed, so I can't even go inside or anything. But I can kind of take the once around here. It's just absolutely, like, this is beautiful theming, and they're just tearing it down. So, yeah, disappointing to say the least. As is, let's see, ESPN zone here, that's going away. The DVC club over there, the travel company, that Starbucks, this AMC, and Earl of Sandwich, it's all going away for the new Disney hotel expansion. I don't have all the details on it. I'm sure if you go check out DSNY Newscast, they have a video on it somewhere about the expansion and what all is included, or just go look at Downtown Disney closures for expansion, and I'm sure you can Google something. So the worst part about this is I'm now at 300 steps because it is officially after midnight and my step counter reset. So yesterday we'll finish somewhere in the 48,000 range. So I'm gonna feel this in the morning though, guys. Roxy had the right idea. Glad I saw paint tonight, but Roxy had the right idea going back and getting some sleep. One thing there's no debate about, the fact that you can walk everywhere here. I have yet to get on any sort of transportation other than a monorail. And realistically, I just use the monorail because it's a monorail and it's fun. I'm not using the monorail because I need to. I don't have to use the monorail. I can get places without it. I use the monorail because it's Disney history. And let's be honest, it makes me feel like I'm back at home. So just a quick walk in here. So there it is. And they have a breakfast with Mickey and friends here apparently in the morning. Again, we haven't done that. They got like a little arcade in here. We haven't touched that. This room that's going to be coming up on my left, that looks to be dark at this point. Nope, it's not. I lied. This has been showing movies every time I walk past it. It's been the Pixar Short Film Festival ones. So they have each one of the hotels has a different character breakfast. So Californian has Chip and Dale Critter Breakfast. Disneyland Hotel has Goofy's Kitchen. And we have breakfast with Mickey and Friends Surf's Up. So, which is nice. It's cool. It's an extra option. That, though, is going to be it for me for the night because Roxy's sleeping and I do not want to wake her up when I go in there. So, until tomorrow, I'll see you real soon.